Welcome back to Wired In Daily. You already know this podcast consists of speaking our minds, speaking the real, understanding to overstand, to grow as a community, to grow as a culture. Because love is an interesting thing. And everybody wants a relationship. Everybody wants to be important or feel important, right? And I'm just here to help y'all find that one. I'm here to weed out the bad guys, the bad women. I'm trying to elevate y'all so y'all can find that one. Cause I don't care what a man say, he trying to find that one. And a woman, I know a lot of women say they don't need no man, but deep down, you still entertain men. You still entertain men because you need men. You need a man to guide you in your life. You need a man to be a leader. So when a woman say, I don't need no man, this and that, that's trauma. Don't pay that no mind. That's trauma. Because when a woman is young, her whole idea of utopia in her mind is finding her Prince Charming, right? Being married, having kids. And the reason why that changes because of trauma, disappointment. All right. So I want to get into the topic part two. Does chemistry matter more than character? And obviously it does not matter more than character. Right? Because chemistry can make you fall fast. Character determines whether you'll stay. Too many people choose butterflies over integrity. And a lot of women do that. A lot of women do that today because they fall in love with the charisma. They fall in love with the instant gratification and don't realize that a man is more than a one night stand. It's more than the physical attraction. It's more than how he make you feel in the moment. Because I can make you feel something in a moment, and the whole time my intention be way different. My intention can be hit to hit. And that's the reality. A lot of these men, a lot of men really don't care about the woman in the sense of the first initial attraction, right? We don't care about whether you like this or like that because we are first attracted to the how the woman look, and then character follows. And character of a woman ultimately determines whether the man's gonna take you serious or not. But I don't want to get off track, right? What is chemistry? Physical attraction, emotional excitement, shared interests, and strong connection, right? And a lot of people take that like he gotta be the one because he make me feel like this, or she gotta be the one because man, every time I see her, I get butterflies. But the reality is, human nature, things get old fast, and sometimes we get infatuated with the feelings and not the person. That's why we can be on and on with these relationships and never commit to anything because we are chasing the feeling rather being intentional about where we want to go with the guy or the girl. You feel me? What is character? Integrity, honesty, self-control. A lot of y'all don't have self-control. A lot of y'all, especially women, sleep with anything that gives attention. And we see that in social media. There's a lot of influencers, celebrities, I don't care what status they have. When it comes to self-control, nobody have it. Because if it feel good, then it must be good. And the thing is, I always bring God into it because that's how the devil gets us into sin. The devil knows what we like, how we like to feel. And so he put it in front of us and we go get it. We go get the cheese. We like the rat. We go get it. The devil knows. He study us. He study us. He can't touch us. He can't physically destroy us, but he can put obstacles in the way and what we are attracted to, and we fall in it, and it leads to disaster. What is character? Is loyalty, humility. The thing is that a lot of men and women, when it comes to character, they don't really view that as important because those the boring things. Those the things you have to look beyond surface. You can't be quick to have sex with somebody if you want to know them, for their character. The thing about chemistry, that's all surface. And the thing about my personal experience, I met beautiful women in the past. I've entertained women and we had a lot of chemistry. But when I got married or I was pursuing my wife, I didn't care nothing about chemistry. Although chemistry plays a small part in the relationship, I know a character is more everlasting because when I pick this woman, she's gonna raise my kids. When I pick this woman, she's gonna love me when I'm sick and I'm down. A lot of these relationships today are still just from chemistry. And that's why a lot of women being played. And that's why a lot of men fall into the same old cycles with females with different faces, then blaming the female like all she want is money. She this, she a hoe, she that. But you sleeping with her. And you having babies with her. Because man is not immune to getting played. Man is not immune to wasting time. Because there's a lot of baby mamas out here because of the first initial attraction from the man, right? It's some men that don't have self control and they just horny and they gonna have a baby with a woman that look good and then complain about I got a bad baby mama, right? Women do it too. Be involved in a relationship, have a baby daddy that's all bad, and then put stress on the next man. Hey, you gotta be like this and you gotta be like that. But your baby daddy then dogged you out. He don't do nothing, but you put this standard on the next guy that your baby daddy didn't have. And that's unfair. That's wicked. Why chemistry can be misleading? Stronger attraction. Stronger attraction doesn't guarantee trust, right? It's a facade. That's why when you in your situationship with a guy you just met, y'all sleeping around, it's a high. He can't do no wrong. You comparing him to the guy that actually care about you because you in a fairy tale. When I used to talk to women and I'm the fairy tale guy, I'm like, shoot, I'd rather be in his position. He get all the benefits. He get all the benefits, and I got to go through the emotion part of you. I wasn't, but I never played that role. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of men out here in a relationship, and the whole time the woman is infatuated with a guy that's not even don't even care about her. He just infatuated with the good time and what she can do. Charisma isn't the same as good character because charisma is almost like a personality, right? An emotion, and you can turn it on and turn it off, right? Character shows up at all times. Character shows up when life gets difficult. Now, the reality is, you can have one night stand with your fling, your sneaky link. You can play that game, but the reality is, and a woman knows that man really don't care about you because the moment that it doesn't benefit him and what he wants, he's not gonna be there. And the number one sign is he don't want to hang out with you when you're on your cycle. That's the reality. Even for me, when I was playing games and doing what I was doing, as soon as she said she was on her cycle and whatever, why would I need to be there? What's the point? What's the point? But at the same time, we had a chemistry together. But I know from my nature, a man knows a valued woman, and it's going to be with her regardless of her situation, regardless of the circumstance. So it's so crazy to me that women would choose a man because she's emotional stimulated over a guy that wants to work beyond the emotional stimulant, the emotional gratification. Because character goes deep, rooted, unconditional love. Finding the balance. Healthy relationships also include both attraction and character. But if you have to choose one sustains a relationship over time, character is the stronger foundation. Character development or having character is the recipe for long term commitment. Chemistry is good, but it's not the end all be all for a successful relationship. A lot of these relationships online in the music culture, all these relationships is form of how they make you feel. It was a video of Cardi B dating the new guy, and she was on a high. If you just pay attention, it's the same cycle. On a high. Oh, he's this, he that, he big, and X, Y, and Z. Sound like somebody that's 15, 16, college relationship, high school relationship. And she pushing 40. Damn near. But it's a high. And what happened? After she get knocked down, he had a little his time with her. She gonna be on to the next guy, and the next girl, the next guy, the next girl. It's the same cycle, man. And in our culture, the reason why nobody is taking nobody serious is because we value how we feel and what she make me feel like and what he make me feel like over truly knowing a person for who they are. And I could be the first one to admit, half of the women that I was talking to, man, I ain't even know their last name. I ain't care about nothing that if it wasn't benefiting my instant gratification. And the only time that I cared about what they like or what they was interested in, it was a motive. It was an intent to be with them, sleep with them. But when I met my wife, it was a different motivation. Like I wanted to be involved. I wanted to be locked in. And that's all I got for y'all. I just want to say, man, y'all gotta lock in. Relationships, I know it's hard. I know y'all be horny. But sometimes you gotta put that horniness aside to have something real. Something that's long term. Something that's real. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your mama, your daddy, your friends, and your family. This is Wired In Daily. We talk about anything and everything. And I just want to let you know that real love takes time. And real love is patient. And real love is kind. I think that was from the Bible, but y'all don't read the Bible, y'all don't care about God, but I'm out.
No, you can't see my phone. Acting like you with me, but you did me so wrong. Never say never, but I saw the DMs. Now you tryna play me like I'm dumb. Crying to my minds, but it ain't gon' work. Cause I'm seeing through the lies and I'm seeing through your pride. Saying you was meant to be, but you with another guy. Got me waiting at the door or outside. No, I'm not.